Hey people, and welcome to Daily Dope. In this video, we are going to take you on a trip down the memory lane, as I'm going to share almost all of the stupidest and funniest chitter-chatters that the boys do in almost every episode of the True Crime series. I've tried my best to keep every funny moment in this video, but you know I'm a human too, so chances are high that I might miss some moments here and there. So don't forget to comment down if I missed your favorite part. Also, do consider subscribing this channel, as I put down new videos like this one regularly. Subscribing is free, and you can also unsubscribe later on. And to those who have already subscribed, thanks again, it really means a lot. Now, with that said, let us head towards the main content. Sit back and enjoy, as this is going to be a long ride.
The plane had taken off a little after 3 p.m. Cooper handed the stewardess a note. At first, she just put it in her pocket without looking at it. But then Cooper said, quote, "Miss, you better look at that note. I have a bomb." End quote. What's so funny about that? He has a bomb.
I think it's funny that he passed her a note to be discreet about it. Like, hey, keep this on the down low. And then she was just like, thanks, and walked away. And he was like, hey, you might want to read that because I've got a bomb. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I got a bomb, everybody.
The second suspect is Dwayne Weber, who claimed to be D.B. Cooper on his deathbed. His wife, Jo, claims that in the hour of his death, Dwayne pulled her close and said, quote, "I have a secret to tell you. I'm Dan Cooper."
I was trying to take a drink, and I just imagined.
Closer. I have a secret to tell you. I'm the phantom of the sky.
I bet she did not see that one coming.
No, she's probably going to be like,
did he cheat on me?
Exactly. Did you cheat on me?
I'm a man of myth.
Here's some details that support that narrative. Cooper jumped carrying 2 parachutes. However, only one of them was a functioning chute. The other was a training chute that was sewn shut. Furthermore, the chute that was functional was a military chute that was not steerable. He's kind of starting to sound like an idiot.
A little bit.
The whole time he's like, yeah, bourbon soda, bomb. Here's your note, I'm a cool guy, sunglasses. Jumps out the plane. Splat.
It's not a splat. I think a pine tree just. He was just like, no.
Kill me.
Little squirrel runs up to him.
Get out of here.
Here's X-Man attack occurred. Catherine and Joseph Maggio were struck violently by an axe, a straight razor used on their throats.
Wait, he hit him with the axe and then cut their throats?
I don't know.
It also could have been his, since it was his first one, he was figuring out
Oh,
if
he was
gonna
dabbling in,
he was
like, different
either
things?
I'll be the axe man or
I'll be-
the razor boy. Razor boy would be a good sidekick for him.
Razor Boy does not sound...
Axeman and Razor Boy?
Axeman, I think, strikes a little bit more fear into my heart than Razor Boy.
Lock your doors, Razor Boy's out tonight.
A severely injured Louis Bessemer and Anna Lowe were discovered by a baker named John Zanka making morning deliveries.
That's sad for a baker.
They actually thought he did it.
They thought the baker did it?
Well, I mean, like anybody naturally. That's why if I ever found a dead body, I don't know if I'd call it in, man.
You wouldn't call it in?
I'd call it in anonymously. I would not want any part of it because that's the first person they look
But
at.
in today's surveillance state, you would be suspect number 1 because they'd be like, why'd you call it in anonymously?
Well, then maybe I'll just spend my whole life trying to avoid dead bodies. How about that? Also, this guy didn't know. He was just delivering bread. He opened the door.
He was probably like, good morning, I've got your beignet. Oh my God.
Is a specific threat that would terrify the entire New Orleans community. Quote, "Now, to be exact, at 12:15 o'clock earthly time, on next Tuesday night, I'm going to pass over New Orleans. In my infinite mercy, I'm going to make a little proposition to the people. Here it is. I am very fond of jazz music, and I swear by all the devils in the nether regions that every person shall be spared in whose house a jazz band is in full swing at the time I have just mentioned. If everyone has a jazz band going, well then, so much the better for the people. One thing is certain, and that is some of those persons who do not jazz it on Tuesday night, if there be any, will get the axe."
Jazz it.
Quote.
You better jazz it.
He turned jazz into
Honey,
a...
we gotta jazz it.
He turned jazz jazz it to a
I'm not
verb.
going to throw out this X, so we better jazz it. He's a bit like Santa Claus.
Okay, I'd like
First
to hear
of all, he
how-
says he's going to pass over New Orleans. That's a bit magical. Just imagine him flying through the skies with his big axe, riding a crocodile or an alligator, whatever they got.
Or
to
a demon.
Traveling on demon's wings and just looking down at all the little houses, listening for jazz. It's like the good and the
So
bad
he's like
list.
the Grinch trying to listen to the Whoville people sing.
Exactly right.
I still don't understand how he's Santa Claus. Santa Claus never bashed anyone's head in with a big sack of toys.
That's true. But he does give him coal.
What? Yeah, that usually does it.
Yeah.
I once fell into a pile of bricks when I was a kid.
What?
And I don't remember much of it after that.
What?
Yeah, I was climbing because we were playing hide and seek. I was trying to hide and I thought I had the best hiding spot. Turns out I was wrong. The branch broke and I just
This
fell.
explains a lot. You fell into
And after
water.
that I could see ghosts.
I don't think it gave you the vision.
It gave me my eyes.
I think it put a hole in your brain. Wait, so I was excited to hear about this boy who lived in a box.
I told you it's not as magical as it
They
sounds.
just found a dead kid in a box? That's it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more weird details, but I thought it was going to be like, oh, and boy, did he not like his box. And he spent years in his box not liking his box.
I mean, this was the titular moment. We just went over why this boy was in a box, because he was dead. What else do you want?
Well, The Boy in the Bubble, the movie starring John Travolta, he spent so much time in that bubble.
you
We
have
see
a
a lot of bubble content.
You have a habit for citing movies as
I've
evidence.
never seen this movie. I just know it's about John Travolta, and he can't go
That's
outside
even worse.
because germs will kill him, and he has to stay in plastic, and he kisses a girl
moving.
through the plastic.
We're moving on.
Okay.
Let's examine some curious occurrences that support a possible kidnapping. In the fall, just before the house fire, a life insurance salesman came to the house, and when he saw that his sale wasn't going to be successful, he became infuriated, yelling at George, quote, "Your goddamn house is going up in smoke, and your children are going to be destroyed. You're going to be paid for the dirty remarks you have been making about Mussolini," end quote.
Ryan, I think we've solved it. All right, well, it's been fun. See you later. I will set this house on fire, and your children are going to die. Huh. Who could it be? Who could have done this?
Seems a little on the nose for me. He just listed every single aspect of the case in nice, easy, laid out fashion.
House on fire, kids are going to go up and yeah.
It was like the third act of a student film when they had to wrap everything up in exposition and dialogue.
Yeah. This, oh shit, it's due tomorrow.
In the George and Jenny turned to a private investigator named C.C. Tinsley.
Yeah. CC Tinsley's here.
That does sound
What you
like-
say? No bones, huh? Sounds like a case for
So they-
CC Tinsley.
Apparently they got an investigator from a time machine. They dropped him back in a time machine. went back to the
1945, of
That's
course
not
he
how
said.
they did not
Oh,
speak
yeah.
like that. That's not how they spoke. in
Yes, that's how they
1945.
spoke.
Once another interesting find occurred when Tinsley interviewed townspeople about the fire. Tinsley heard a rumor from the town minister that the fire chief had been telling people that he'd actually found a heart in the ashes of the Sauter home, and that he'd hidden it in a dynamite box and buried it where the home once stood.
Why does the minister tell rumors?
Tinsley persuaded the fire chief to show him where it was buried, but once dug up, the heart was actually beef liver and had never been in a fire.
Oh, darn it, I accidentally... That's my darn sandwich. No wonder that sandwich tasted so bad the other day. I mixed them up.
Why the
It's very hard for me to believe that 3 people could have been asleep while it was happening in the same fucking house.
The woods get loud, though, is my only thing.
But you're in a cabin.
in a cabin. Were they in the same cabin in the room
same
next
cabin.
door?
So maybe they were in there telling ghost stories or something.
I don't think they were. They were probably asleep.
They could have. I mean, they could have been in there telling ghosts. You know how kids do, pillow talk, stuff like that.
That's not what pillow talk is, I don't think.
That's what it was for me, telling ghost stories. Pillow talk
Like-
could either mean something you do after sex, or it could mean
Yeah, I think that's
it
what
could
that
mean
is.
what's like a sleepover.
Do you tell
talk.
ghost stories after sex?
That's for me and my girlfriend to know. Maybe.
You just spark up a cigarette. Let me tell you about the Keddy Cabin murders.
later star of television series Heart to Heart, who was 26 at the time. They married in 1957, but divorced just a few years after.
Wood married and divorced another man later in her life, only to marry Robert Wagner once again in 1972. Wood herself had said that she believed her feelings of torment were rooted in a feeling that she did not truly know herself, as people had told her what to do her whole life, including her mother.
Jesus.
Yeah, she seems a lot more tortured than I originally anticipated.
Wagner must, I mean, does that man have a magical penis or something? They got divorced and then she...
You think the only reason someone would go back to someone is because they have a magical penis?
I mean, I feel like divorce is probably a lot of work.
Do you not know how love works?
Maybe I don't.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
40 movies in 1920 equates to 2 weeks of work.
Yeah, because they
This movie's called Man Drops Potato.
yeah, and there was like shooting like 10 movies at the same time in the same room. No sound.
He's got 6 cigars in his mouth. He's operating 7 different cameras.
He also acted in one, and that became a Hollywood classic.
Was he a good actor?
He only acted in one, so I'm gonna,
Nope.
At first, I thought that's a bit suspicious, but then the more I thought about it, I was thinking.
You write it off. Last night, I was in my apartment, and in the hallway, I heard what at first I thought was a woman, like maybe in pain or in distress. At first, it was ah, and I was like, oh no, there's someone in my building in trouble.
Yeah.
And then I just put my ear by the door, and it changed to ah, ah, ah. It could have been someone in distress. But my brain immediately was like, I think someone's having sex in the elevator. And then the elevator door closes, and I stopped hearing anything, so. Here's one from Brooke Louch. Ryan, why do you say February so weird? I also cannot say February.
Okay, do I really say it that weird, though?
You,
February.
I believe, say February.
February. On February 7th. Did I say it weird?
February.
In
the video,
February.
you say February.
I did not say February. Oh, maybe I do.
It's
I don't
weird
know.
sounding.
On February 25th,
February?
Yeah, like that.
Maybe it's because I'm saying fast.
It's a sloppy word. Like I've heard people say February.
Or do you have to say the R?
I always go for the
February.
R, but I feel wrong about it. I say February.
See, that sounds weird to me.
It sounds weird to everyone. It's a bad word. Every other
February.
month, so clean. January, March,
Yeah, it's true.
April. Very pronounced, very good. And then February.
February.
Just
This one comes from Ollie Ear. Can we see a picture of Shane's self-cut hair? I'd like to see a picture of that too, because I don't believe you.
this is the best.
Oh my God.
That's the best I have.
I would give that haircut a 6 out of 10.
Thank you.
No, that's failing.
I'll take it as a compliment. 6 out of 10 is pretty good.
Well, you take it however you want. I meant it as failing. So,
Didn't take it that way.
well, that's how I meant it. So
Well,
that's really all I was saying. Whatever. Moving on. This one is from Taylor Murphy. Where's our picture of Shane as a baby? Because we talked about how ugly of a baby you were.
yeah, let's just get these both out of the way.
Yeah.
Were you an ugly baby, by the way?
No.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah.
I was.
Wow. That is an ugly baby. Your head looks like a really dried, disgusting raisin.
I mean, I look like Tom Selleck from the eyebrows up.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You look like a shrunken Chris Christie.
All right. It's fine.
You look like if Chris Christie and John Goodman butted heads together and then fused into one little baby face.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. I was monstrous.
Yeah, that's an ugly ass baby.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Some people thought I was being a little too harsh.
Are you kidding me?
No, that baby was hideous. Come on.
That was an ugly ass baby.
Yeah, he looks like one of those blob sea creatures. You know which one I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
The one that looks like it's like a triangle.
Shitfish or whatever.
Like a
it's called.
shitfish? Yeah, you look like a shitfish.
Yeah. Can we just use that for the in-betweeners? I'm not really a Bugar or a
I'm a
Shaniac. I'm a shitfish. Holy shit.
Next question, this one comes from Leah Tyrell. This is a long one, so buckle up. Yeah, normally that makes me very happy when I say something at the same time as someone, but when you said it, I actually almost vomited in my mouth.
My blood boiled. Okay. Though, I gotta be honest, one time I worked in a movie theater, and I had a section of the movie theater that I had to clean, and I wandered over into a section that wasn't mine, and I walked into the bathroom and I was like, I guess I'll clean this, I'll see how this one's doing, and I opened one of the stalls and there was a turd on the ground. The big Big ass turd. Someone just took a turd.
Big old pea corn turd.
They just pooped on the ground. And I closed the door and I walked out of the bathroom. Someone ditched their underwear too. It had like a little nest.
Holy shit. So you just opened the door, saw a big old pea corn turd, and we're like, nah.
That was around the time Speed Racer was out, so someone probably saw Speed Racer, shit their pants, and just ditched it in the bathroom.
Moving on. Thanks, Carrie.
Thanks,
It was determined she had only been dead for about a half hour, meaning the killer was likely nearby when Cross first saw the body.
Now, how did they, at this point in time, I don't know what their forensics are like, how do they know what a half hour is? Do they just sort of, like...
I mean, he just goes over.
Let's see, that's half hour blood right there.
Yeah, that's 30 minutes. Maybe they had a bloodhound? I don't know.
That's not bloodhounds.
No, I don't know. I know bloodhounds use to track things, but
You don't feed them blood and they don't...
You don't feed bloodhounds bags of blood?
You feed a bloodhound some blood and it barks for every minute.
And it goes, A positive, universal donor.
Dead for 30 minutes. Racy. So Ryan can pronounce Dr. Lakshmanan.
I think it's Dr. Lakshmanan Satyavajisarwan.
Perfectly, but can't say February, Newfoundland, or Bathurst, right? This is the real unsolved mystery here.
You know, I mean, that name definitely took some practice. I actually think I said it wrong right there.
Do you have a cut from the VO booth where you struggled with it? Can we cue that up?
The new report cast more questions on the nature of the bruises and abrasions on Wood's body, positing that they likely had to have been on her body before she fell into the water. Oh boy, this name is Lakshmanan. Oh my god, how am I going to pronounce this? Okay. Dr. Lakshmanan Satyavajiswaran. Oh, okay. Dr. Lakshmanan Satyav. Oh my god. Dr. Lakshmanan Satyavajiswaran. I think that was good.
I mean, could you say that? Right? Like, try actually pronouncing that.
Dr. Lakshmanan Satyavajiswaran?
Satyavajiswaran. Satyavajiswaran. Dr. Lakshmanan Satyavajiswaran.
I got chills. You still say February though. If I moved in and I was like, wow, this place is great, and I just turned to my window and saw...
Well, you know me. My greatest fear is looking at a window and then just seeing a face there with two eyes just...
Yeah.
Watching you like that.
Not even a smile, just a...
I actually think a smile's worse. I used to have a recurring nightmare when I was a kid of an evil version of my dad looking through my window. It stemmed from when I watched Inspector Gadget as a kid. And you remember there was the evil Inspector Gadget?
Did he have big giant teeth?
He had big giant shiny teeth. And he had big eyes. So he would just stand outside my window.
And your father is a dentist, so the big scary teeth are even...
That's true. And we all know that he may have cut someone's head off.
Hey, I didn't say it. I did not make that claim.
That's canon.
At the time of his death, Cannizzaro was living with his mother and over 30 cats in the Agora Hills neighborhood of western LA County. He was hoping to create a birth control serum for cats and had asked some of his old pals in Las Vegas for funding.
Very funny that this man has 30 cats and is trying desperately to stop them breeding.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I like to think he had 2 cats and then a year later had 30 cats and is like, I gotta shut this down.
Yeah, it's just, I don't feel like that's something you disclose to your mob buddies. Like you're tossing back beers and like, I got 30 cats working on a serum.
Yeah, everyone's probably like telling him crazy stories like, well, I got 30 cats. And everyone's like, he's like, I'm trying to.
Who brought the cat?
I'm trying to stop them.
I'm trying to stop them from boning. It's controlling my mind. I got a serum. You want to try it?
I'm working on a serum.
Also, I hate that he calls it a serum. It makes me feel like he is doing some
working
garage science.
A special little juice that I inject into testicles.
Eddie, get out of the garage! Stop working on your damn serum!
Shut up, mother!
1974, Hoffa said that Provenzano had threatened to kidnap his loved ones or pull his guts out if he tried to become president of the Teamsters again, as their mutual contempt increased.
I'm gonna pull your guts out. Is that good?
That's pretty good.
That's probably exactly.
I don't even know what you say to someone when they say,
I'm gonna pull your guts out.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I love it.
It's incredibly vivid.
I'm gonna start using that around the office.
Yeah, that's
You cutting that coffee line again? I'm gonna pull your guts out.
Jesus Christ. All right, I guess I'll go to the other coffee machine.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna pull your guts out.
Don't talk to Shane in the morning.
Also, that's Groot. Like, if you kill someone, great. You just give him a little stab.
He's
whatever.
disemboweling somebody.
Yeah, he's like.
Small intestine, liver. He's just throwing. Oh, he's eating it
He's
now
eating
too.
it like spaghetti.
He's like one of the Walking Dead zombies. All right, yeah, whatever.
What do you got on tap here? Back to Graham City. Here's from Kager.
What?
Hey Ryan, what month is it?
Oh, you. Really funny, huh? February.
February.
See, that even sounds weird to me.
Oh, I did it correctly.
I bet you if I looked it up on Merriam-Webster's dictionary right now, it would have the correct pronunciation.
Look, very easy way to solve this. We stumbled upon this last year. It's Febs! Let's get those. Let's get the streamers. And it's Febs, baby.
I can't say
air horn.
Febs in the middle of an episode.
It's still happening, right?
Oh, here we go.
Febs in an episode.
Merriam-Webster, February. All right.
It doesn't say February.
Okay, you say it. No, you say it.
February.
Here we go.
February.
February.
He didn't say the R.
Some people say the R, some people don't.
Well, then what the hell?
Well, yeah, but you say February.
February.
That's better.
February. On February 2nd.
That's a little better, yeah.
More importantly, why does Shane look like he's out to lunch at the beginning of every Q&A episode? I mean, I think it's hilarious, so please don't stop, but I gotta know why. Hashtag Shaniacs.
I honestly don't know what he's talking about here.
I think we could cut to, maybe just, you know what? Cut to the last 3 beginnings. Hello and welcome to another edition of BuzzFeed Unsolved Postmortem, a show where we answer your most pressing questions about the most recent episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved. A show where we answer your most pressing questions about the most recent episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved. The most recent episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's either a bit or he has holes in his brain.
We got one more from Graham City.
He has holes in his brain. Enter the question.
Taking it over to Graham City. Here's from Miss J. Groves. Does Shane realize how easy it would be to pin a murder on him? The stuff he says is very suspect.
I don't think you do realize that. You said a lot of incriminating things.
I don't think I have.
I have a precious a butterfly encased in glass. I would for sure every night of the week be down at a bar, a gambling den, or a brothel. Well, I guess I'll go into town this weekend and murder some people.
The things he did were pretty, for lack of a better term,
Wonderful.
If there weren't modern devices, you'd be
I'd be a monster.
an insane psychopath.
Yes, I'm going to head down that road of having a room that's full of...
Like a serial killer's den? Is that what?
Yes, but
because
sort
it
of like a well-traveled serial killer.
Chime off in the comments who's more likely to be a murderer.
One day.
It's obviously Ryan.
So, that's an end to this video. I know there are more that should have been included, but I don't want to make this video go 40 to 50 minutes long. I promise that a part 2 of this video will be coming soon. Subscribe to this channel and press that bell icon to get notified about it. See you soon in another video. Till then, why not watch some more unsolved compilations like these on the screen?